Let's talk about laziness. One of the most important things to take away from this video is break the laziness. What's up, guys? My name is Jeremy Golden. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about laziness and what it creates, and how to break that part of your life. And what do I mean by laziness? All of us have the tendency at some point in life, to hit that snooze button, or to, take that lazy day, or kind of sit by the house, get nothing done, and most of the time, by the end of the day, you feel like, oh, I haven't accomplished anything. I spent most of my day just sitting around. I feel lethargic. There's so many things that, you could have accomplished that day and whatnot. So why do I talk about this? Because any individual that is looking for success needs to focus on how they can break this trend. So let's use this for an example. So say you're the individual that hits the snooze button 3-4 times before you get out of bed. You set your alarm clock for 5:30, for instance, and you hit that snooze button until 6 a.m. Because you have to be at work at 7:30, 8 o'clock. So you decide to get up out of bed at 6 a.m., you go to get in the shower and, get ready. If you would have gotten up at that 5:30 time slot, you would have gained a whole half an hour. That half an hour you could have focused on something for yourself. So say you're working a 9-to-5 job and you're trying to start a side hustle, a side business. That half an hour you could have been focused on doing something for your side business. You could have been doing some research. You could have been doing some social media posts out there for your potential clientele or customers. There's so much that you could have been doing in that half an hour. And I know a lot of you will say, I was tired. The average individual, 6 hours of sleep. I don't care what most people say. 6 hours of sleep is plenty of sleep for the average individual. Some people will say, I need 7, I need 8. But for the majority of people, 6 hours of sleep is plenty. And the more consistency, which I talked about in one of my other videos, being consistent in what you do. So if you wake up at 6 a.m. or 5:30, as I used as an example, 5:30 every morning, you have to wake up at 5:30 every morning. Don't say, well, it's Saturday, I'm sleeping until 9. Sunday, I'm sleeping until 10, because it's my day off. I want to sleep in. The body is very consistent in the things it likes. Our body turns into autopilot sometimes. I'm sure you guys have all been on the road, driving down the road, and you're driving and you get to work and you're like, oh shit, did I go through any red lights? Because your body gets into that autopilot mode and it didn't even realize that you were driving, in the sense of you weren't running through any red lights. You were paying attention. You most likely hit all green lights and just or you stopped and weren't even aware of it because you were off into another thought process, and your body, like I said, likes that consistency. So it kind of gets into like an autopilot mode, so the less that you're taking away from time for you to focus on things, the better. So stop creating time around you basically relaxing by the TV, or sleeping in, or whatever it may be. But if you're focused on a goal and you're set out for a goal that you want to start a side business or something like that, the more consistent you are, and the more you break that laziness of sitting around and doing a lot of nothingness, the better, and the better results you will have, and the more results you will get. So just remember that you need to be focused on every single moment that you have. Don't get me wrong, we all need some downtime. I understand that. But in the same sense, if you're focused on creating something, especially something great, the less laziness that you have, the better. Have a set a goal every day on things that you're going to accomplish. And when I mean set a goal, I mean set it from the night before. So try to do some things that you are going to break that laziness spell. So like I said, stop hitting the snooze. Set some goals. Keep yourself accountable in the sense of, hey, I didn't obtain this goal, so why didn't I today? But tomorrow we're gonna make this happen. So make sure that you're keeping track of the goals that you have set and keep yourself accountable. Don't be like, oh, it's gonna wait until next week, or it's gonna wait until I have the time to do it. Keep yourself accountable. Like I said to you in some of my other videos about consistency and accountability and stuff, you need to make sure that you're keeping yourself accountable, because so many people, especially, like I said, I was a personal trainer before, that people would not keep themselves accountable. I would talk to them, hey, how'd you do this weekend with your nutrition plan? I was hungry for a apple pie, so I decided I was gonna go ahead and have a slice, but then I had 3, and I gained 5 pounds from it, so the body, there's so many things, like I said, the body likes consistency. Prime example is food. So many of us get in a consistent path of what we eat, day-to-day basis, or even, when we're bringing in treats. It's Saturday, I'm gonna go get ice cream, so forth. So try to break some of that consistency and that I shouldn't say the consistency. Just try to break some of that laziness and be more consistent on the right path. Don't just just decide that you apparently I'm lost at words. Make sure you head down that right path and continue moving forward. It's the most important thing for you to take away from this video, is to break the laziness and continue focusing on what your outcome wants to be. If you're focused on growing a business, focus on that. Set plans, stop hitting the snooze, be more consistent on the time that you are taking to accomplish those goals. So thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate you taking some time listening to my videos and trying to better yourself in the sense of focusing on you. You're the most important individual, and I need you to focus on it. Make sure you're focused on what you can do. Stop thinking about, just living life and actually, start focusing on things that you can create to leave a legacy and, help you enjoy life a little bit more. Maybe you're struggling right now. Maybe you don't know what the next step is. Maybe you don't know who you want to be or what you want to accomplish in life. But the more you focus and the more you set up time to create some kind of outcome for yourself and sense of some worthiness, the better. The more you're gonna get out of life, and the more you're gonna get out of what you're doing for this world. So thanks again for tuning in. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification. It lets us know that we're doing the right thing here on the channel. And like I said, we're trying to help people grow as individuals and obviously with their stock portfolios and their investments. But I just want people to realize that they can accomplish anything, and the more they focus on it, the better outcome that they will have. Thanks again.